Hello everyone, boys and girls, mummies and daddies. We today are going to read a lovely book called SOAR. Now, have you ever had mixed emotions, been a bit anxious about moving on, doing something that you don't feel so happy to do? Now, this book is about Ramone, a hummingbird, and he's watching all his friends flying off, and he's feeling anxious because he's trying to contemplate, can he do the same? Can he move on? And maybe this book is going to help you take one step further towards doing something that means a lot to you. And with his experience and with his working through the matter of what he's had to do and letting him set his own pace, maybe that will help you with something that you really want to truly do. So we're going to read this book together now. Shall we begin? Ramone Ruby throat has a big day ahead, so his mum wakes him up from his nice, cosy bed. Fluff up your feathers and learn how to fly. We need to find food, so let's take to the sky. He's a little bit scared, can you see in the picture, and he doesn't really want to wake up, and his mum is waking him up and saying, come on, we've got to get going. Before he takes flight through the crisp morning air, Ramone needs a minute to relax and prepare. Today's the first day he will soar in the breeze. Will his wings work, or will he drop through the trees? Wishing this duty didn't cause him such stress, he wonders, how can I get out of this mess? Ramone understands that all hummers must fly, but must it be done in the air quite so high? He's a bird and he's scared, isn't he? Shall we see what happens? Ramone's mum sees he's not ready to soar, so she perches and waits on a branch by the door. Quietly she hums, "What's the matter, Ramone?" He looks at her shyly and tries not to groan. My belly, it hurts, and my wings, they are bent. My beak really aches, and my feet, they are spent. I don't think today is the best day to start. I'll feel better tomorrow, cross my heart. Ramone shuffles his feet back towards his nest, hoping his mum will let him lie there and rest. As he snuggles back into his cosy, warm bed, daydreams of flying play out in his head. He's very scared, isn't he? All the pictures, can you see? He's thinking about how will he fly, which way will he go, what will he do? It's a lot of worrying. It's not worth worrying, is it? Shall we see what happens now? Flying toward flowers with vibrant red petals, wings flapping quickly to skip those with nettles, swooping and swirling with friends in the sky, Ramone hangs his head and lets out a big sigh. He's anticipating everything that's going to happen. Wishing so hard for these dreams to come true, Ramone worries he won't know what to do. Deep down he knows he's not ready at all. Ramone hollers out, I am going to fall. From his mum's wooden perch, she sees Ramone's fear. As she flits to his side, she lends him her ear. Ramone, Mummy's here now. Tell me what's wrong. He whimpers, I'm afraid that I might not be strong. Don't worry, she says, as she gives him a hug. Just watch as I swoop down and snap up that bug. Ramone watches her dart through the flyers below, amazed by his peers as they put on their show. So he's watching everything happen, isn't he, from his cosy bed. He's watching them swoop down and get all the different flies and come up again. As he looks closer from high above ground, he sees hummers swooping and soaring around. Their laughter and giggles float up to his ears, and he grasps that there really is nothing to fear. After a while, Ramone changes his stance. He grows more intense and thinks, "This is my chance." Opening his wings as the wind picks up pace, Ramone sees the pride on his mother's bright face. "You can do it, my son," his mother calls out, giving him a big smile before he can doubt. Ramone's knees shake and start to feel weak, but instead of stopping, he sticks out his beak. Pushing his body up into the sky, Ramone thinks to himself, "Let's give this a try." His wings quickly pump as he darts through the air. His mum flies beside him and yells, "What a pair!" Yippee, he's flying. Isn't that wonderful? Is that how you feel when you do something you sometimes don't think you can do? Should we carry on? He's flying everywhere. Look how happy he is. Ramone smiles at his mum, letting go of his dread, and thinks to himself, "Glad I got out of bed." Soon he spies flowers with nectar so sweet, and slows to a hover to guzzle the treat. As he finishes up, Mum hums in his ear, "I understand why you had all of that fear. I was scared too on my first day of flying, but I was more scared of not even trying." Ramone stretches his wings and takes off in flight, shouting out as he soars, "Mum, I see you were right." Ramone now flies like he's in a big hurry, so glad in his heart that he conquered his worry. That was a beautiful book, and it was about ruby-throated hummingbirds, and they are the only species of hummingbird living on the East Coast. And it tells you all about their information, and I'm going to leave that for you to read because it's very important. And then if you're scared about something and about doing something, you have to speak to your mummy or your daddy, and you know what? You too can overcome your fear, like Ramone the hummingbird. See you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe on Fun Story Factory. Bye bye for now.